Welcome back, SethBling here. Today I want to show you a modified setup for the Super Mario World Credits Warp. This setup uses the same glitch as the world record speedrun for the game, but it uses the easiest possible strategies, and in fact there are only two skill-dependent parts. This block duplication here at the very beginning, and the item swap at the very end. And in fact, if you mess up this block duplication, you can just start the level over. So really there's only one part that requires any amount of skill. Everything else can be done at your leisure. You can pause the game as much as you'd like to refer to the notes. Now I have included in the video description a Google Doc which contains notes, which contain basically an in-depth guide for how to pull this off. Has pictures of everything, very detailed instructions, and it should get you up and running really quickly. Now, at the top of the screen, you'll notice all these numbers and letters. That's because what you're watching is a modified ROM. I created a Super Mario World Credits Warp practice ROM specifically for this glitch to help players learn how to speedrun the category. And if you want to use it, basically the way you can do it is you download an assembly file that I wrote that can be used to patch the ROM. So it's completely legal to download that and patch it yourself. You know, assuming you're using your own ripped file of copy of the ROM. So only do it legally, of course. The assembly patch only works on the Japanese ROM, but this glitch actually works on both the American and Japanese version of the game. And there's some slight differences between the Japanese and American versions, but the way that I describe the setup will work equally fine on both. Every piece of this setup can be replaced with faster strategies, piece by piece, and the setup takes about 2 minutes. But if you, right here you'll see the item swap. This is the other kind of hard skill-dependent part, and this is the part that will require the most practice for people who haven't done it before. But if you've done the item swap before, and you've done specifically the item swap used in the 11 exit speedrun, then this whole setup should be pretty easy for you to pick up and do within a couple tries, because that is really the only hard part of the glitch, as I've described it in the guide. So yeah, this setup takes about 2 minutes. If you did it in 2 minutes, you'd be at about the number 10 spot on the leaderboard as of this video's posting. The world record is a minute and 15 seconds, so you can kind of slowly replace strategies described in the guide by faster strategies, by watching the world record run, by looking at another document that's linked that contains more like technical descriptions of how to run this stuff faster. But yeah, I created this guide because I feel like there aren't enough people speedrunning the credits warp for Super Mario World, and I thought if there was a really easy way for people to just get started, then that would be perfect, and people would be able to speedrun the category. All this requires is a Super Nintendo with either the USA version of the game or Japanese version of the game. Also works on emulator, and you need 2 controllers. You'll need to sort of tape down some buttons on the second controller, or clamp them down, or have your younger brother hold buttons down on the second controller. But if you're at all interested in this Credits Warp glitch, I highly recommend you try it out. I think pretty much anyone can do it. It'll require a bit of practice again with that item swap, but everything else should be pretty straightforward and pretty easy to learn, pretty easy to execute. Well, I hope you try it out, and thanks for watching.